That's what I felt about the girls in Rock of Love.
Yeah, like, a little white pride. You were like, this is white trash. It made you feel like
I don't know if it was white pride.
No, white trash. I'm saying like it wasn't. It was bad.
Well, it felt like they were like over. Well, a lot of them wanted to be overly sexualized, but it felt like the producers were like, "This show is for 12-year-old boys to masturbate to. Don't get it twisted."
Yeah, I don't know if I like you being like a lot of them wanted to be overly sexualized. I agree somewhat, but I'm also in the same breath.
Well, some of them were just strippers who were like, "This is my thing."
But also, television was just like, we need that to be your thing.
Yeah,
and if it's not your thing, this is probably not the place for you.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of that too, where you just like, you watch a show like that and you just like, damn, these challenges were so degrading.
It was so degrading. The whole Rock of Love show on a rewatch.
Flavor of Love too, any of them. You watch the fucking shit and you be like, man, the producers were dark. This ain't the right opener.
And we were just saying before the show started that Bret Michaels and Flava Flav are actually pretty good comparisons to one another. Both of them being unattractive, creepy past celebrities in their mid-40s, picking which hot girl they want to be their girlfriend, not their wife. There's not a big closing to this show. No, but like they did 2 seasons of each show. He's not picking someone forever. Would
you feel better? Yeah, they did 2 seasons of all of these shows.
Yeah.
Would you feel better if you were like, oh, marriage on the end of this? Like you were like, oh, I know that Flavor of Love is really ending this for love, and there's a possibility that him in New York could be forever. Or are you like, oh, I would like to see season 2.
I think that's why The Bachelor makes you feel like okay at the beginning, because you're like, they're really getting married.
Yeah, but do you really believe that at this point?
Well, not anymore.
Watch The Bachelor and still be like, I think they're going to get married and be in love? Or are people all just okay with being like, who's going to win?
I think that some people do get married, and
some people did. The Bachelor they did, but now are they still living that life?
I think that like maybe it's not that specific person, but they have The Bachelor in Paradise, and a lot of those people end up being together. Like Rachel is with someone that was from The Bachelor world.
I don't think about
Rachel Lindsay that does.
Rachel Lindsay.
Yeah. I think
I don't know
her
anything
husband,
about The Bachelor world either. I'd be lying to you if I said I did.
I know very few things.
I always wonder when watching Bachelor in Paradise what the stakes are, because it feels like this. They're like, I gotta find love here, and it's like, why do you have to find love here?
They don't want to get kicked off the island.
The only real answer is
kicked out the island
for clout.
Yeah.
The only real answer is because then we can become a clout couple, and we can be the couple from The Bachelor.
They make a lot of money. Are you
mad at them, Chris? First of all,
that's not why you should look for love to be a clout couple.
That's not why they're looking for love. That's why I'm on a television show, because you don't need to look for love on a television show either. If I'm here to look for love, quote unquote, then I'm here to be on a TV show, and I'm here to win the competition and find the best love here on television in hopes that we get a spinoff, and either we have our own show. In hopes to make more money, so it's a financial decision. Okay, I hope that if anyone is doing a television show right now, that there's a financial decision behind it.
Well, I mean, I guess so, but like then why are they so... You got to look at underneath why they want to find love so bad. It's essentially for money.
No, I think you're reading into this wrong. I don't think
you think so.
Yeah,
I don't think
anyone's going into this looking for love.
Oh, you don't. On Bachelor in Paradise, those people feel like they're really looking for love.
Well, I hope so. They're the cream of the crop of the people they've casted. I'm saying that those people may ultimately leave with love. They may be vulnerable enough to find it when they get there, and that's what the producers hope. That's what everyone's hoping when they put the whole thing together. But I think if you're signing up for the show and you're submitting your tape and you're going in those rooms and you're meeting people, you kind of know you're signing up for a television show.
Yeah. And it feels like the Rock of Love girls are before
early.
that.
Early, definitely. Early, you were getting conned. It was like, yo.
Oh, it feels like these girls are getting conned. Just to catch you guys up, I just binged season 1 of Rock of Love. So I feel like all these girls are being conned. And then apparently there's a podcast called Talk of Love. Pretty good podcast name. I haven't listened to the podcast. But apparently basically.
He's a co-owner.
Apparently every one of them was like, it was a bad experience. Which makes it seem like they very much went in thinking
but like,
who
would think it was a good experience at that time? Look, I'm not sitting here defending anyone. I am against all of them, Christopher. But I also will say, at that time in the culture of television and what they were bringing to the table. Let's just even cut away from just dating shows. Let's go to Maury. Let's go to Jerry Springer. Let's go to anything that was still airing that had nothing but the worst intentions every time it was on the air.
True.
We expected that.
It's like, can we combine The Bachelor and Jerry Springer?
What was the quote that was on the Hulu's thing that said it was from like what's his name? Barnum and Bailey. Yeah. P.T. Barnum Bailey.
Yeah.
P.T. Bailey. Yeah. He said something like, never underestimate the theocracy that could come from the American people, something like that. And it was just like, when I look back at old TV shows, I do think like, yeah, we have some like the craziest things that we grew up with that, of course, PC culture and different things just wouldn't allow.
Yeah.
And they think we're paying attention more.
And people are nostalgic for the
entertainment.
Right. Yeah.
Because people still want to be entertained. And people did like a time where it at least felt like, hey, this is natural selection at this point. Like if you're going to go on this show and go and you're fighting for the right to fuck Flavor Flav, you get on whatever the other end of that stick is, because you're on a show fighting for Flavor Flav's love. You're not here for real reasons either.
Do you think if you casted the Flavor of Love or Rock of Love modern day, there's going to be some people that maybe because it's popular, maybe because it's in the zeitgeist more, that would be like, I don't want to do these degrading things. These are all about like the male fantasy and not about us at all?
I think yeah, of course you'll have a network that says we're not fucking with that, and I agree with that. But
I was saying the individuals on the show.
In the same breath, I think the individuals on the show don't have to be on the show.
Yeah, you're casting people
who are saying, I want to be here for all of the wrong. You're not on Temptation Island because we think that you do well with temptation. We're on Temptation Island because we think you do bad with temptation. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you cast a show. You wouldn't be like, let's put the most sophisticated, well-educated woman who doesn't take no shit on Flavor of Love. You're like, obviously she's going to be out the first round. She shouldn't be here.
I felt bad for everyone. And then there was one woman who is a stripper who felt like she like needed this so much. Like she was like, if I can be with Brett, I can stop stripping. And like, I kind of believe...
She didn't know Brett was definitely going to encourage her to keep stripping. Brett was like, bitch, I plan on pimping you at some point.
Also, spoiler alert, if you're going to rewatch Rock of Love. But in the final...
we just do spoiler alert for Rock of Love 2001.
I think it's 2007. Because I was also like, what era were these women raised? I was confused.
No, it couldn't have been Rock of Love 2007.
I think it is.
I think For the Love of Ray J came out first.
No, you're right. I watched it in high school.
Yeah, I watched it in high school, bro. That was 2003.
Yeah. So those girls did grow up in like the 80s and 90s.
What does it have to do with it?
Because I was like, what? Like they acted like little kids.
Hey, I was like, it was 2007. You're right.
Oh, it was?
So then, wait, Rock of Love came way after then. Let's get into it. Flavor of Love was before that shit, wasn't it?
Yeah, Flavor of Love was first.
I watched Flavor of Love. I want to say like, 2006. Really?
I feel like they were all around the same time.
I feel like I watched that at home after school.
That was in high school. Yeah, that was high school.
Oh, 2006.
We graduated in 2006. Yeah. So it was January 1st.
Okay.
To April 2nd. So right before graduation. This was a great gift.
Fun year.
This is a great gift senior year. So in my freshman year of college, I definitely was watching. I want to say Flavor of Love season 2 was out. He did 3 seasons.
And then I Love New York.
Seasons. And then I Love New York
with
Real
one of the
Chance
contestants.
Of Love.
I'd never watched those.
Yeah, well, that wasn't for you. That was skewed to one community. Okay.
I watched Flavor of Love and I Love New York.
Did you watch For the Love of Ray J?
No.
See, that's what I'm saying.
But it was
you had
more
already checked out,
past
bro.
my. Yeah, it was more past me liking that type of show.
Oh, not me. I was all in For the Love of Ray J.
Danger. She smashed the
homie. Danger. She smashed the homie. That was 2009. Good old days.
The good old days.
I was only 2 years out here in LA. I was like, yeah, this is happening right in front of me. Ray J is down the street, nigga.
But like, he's just a 44-year-old like creepy guy. Every time he talks about kissing them too, he's like, man, I just want to suck her face. I hope we can lip lock later on.
You're
like,
Michaels
Bret Michaels, you're fucking disgusting. Bret Michaels, like everything he did, it's like, how are we supposed to believe that women are into this Botoxed guy?
So Ray J was only 28, so it was way more like, man,
so
this
Ray
is all
J
young.
was
It
like
was way
a
more like
prize.
young.
Yeah,
It was a
he
real
was like, I can
prize.
do this.
Ray J was like, I'll definitely do this.
He was definitely
He was
smashing
fucking all
everybody.
real. Ray J walked in there, I was like, I'm fucking you. I guess I'll name you first.
There's something nice about the Rock of Love that everyone is obtainable. Like, you don't look at anyone and go, man, that person's hot.
The Britney girl is hot. Wait, there's this girl named Britney that's like big on Instagram now
Rock of
because
Love?
of Rock of Love. She has all the tattoos. Her name is Britney.
But she got like a whole bunch of surgery.
That sounds like most of them.
Oh, but
Yeah,
yes, she
that's
did.
like
But
most of them.
I don't know if she's on season 1 or season 2. But I
Let's go
remember her
check.
from that, and then I see her on Instagram on my Explore page. Here
Was
and there,
Tila
and I'm like,
Tequila on Rock of Love?
There's one or
think
two
so.
hot ones.
I think
in each
Tila
one.
Tequila was on
no.
like Rock of Love some shit, wasn't she?
She might have been on Flavor of Love.
No,
I don't know, but she was in that
She was
same
racist. She
scene.
would have never done.
And then
Flavor
she
of
did
Love.
Shot of Love.
That was my first example of bisexuality. Yeah, I was like, this is cool. I was like
This
in
is the whole
elementary school.
thing.
She was. I think for a lot of us, she was
Yeah.
the first image of
I feel like
bisexuality.
that was the first time seeing it on TV like that.
I think so too. It was
Wow.
definitely
Which
the
was
first bisexual dating show.
Yeah, for
who was the
sure.
dude who pulled the trigger on that shit that was like, this has to happen?
That's a big leap.
It is a big leap. I remember when all of this shit was coming out. I remember like being a child and they wouldn't even show gay people kiss. And you thought that was crazy. Like when that first happened as a child, it was insane
Yeah.
to children. That was like, oh, what the fuck? People are kids, gay people kiss now. And of course it's nothing, but compared to television time, it was insane. Because Leave It to Beaver, I think my dad used to already bring this up. They were married and they could not sleep in the same bed.
Right.
It just took progression of television just to be like, hey, things are happening. Are we gonna keep lying to people, or are
Right.
we gonna just be real about what the
I
world
feel like
looks like?
The Real World was the first people to
Yeah,
bring
Real World
in
was
gay
great for that.
characters
Great
and,
for
and
that.
people with HIV.
The Real World was such a good show.
It
Such
was.
a good
It was
show.
a really, really good show.
Shout out to
Groundbreaking.
MTV.
This episode is sponsored by Paramount Plus. But I actually did watch. We have Paramount Plus now, and I did watch a bunch of old Real Worlds, and I was like, these are pretty good.
Right,
These are
right.
Really
fun.
good, yeah.
Especially the ones at the very beginning. I feel like in Vegas, it turned into a reality show.
I don't see the
And
Britney
before
girl.
that, it was a little bit more
I
documentary.
can't remember Vegas.
Vegas
Were they
was
still
with
getting jobs?
Trishelle.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I remember like they would have real jobs and stuff like that, and
They would
was,
all
like,
have to work a job and live in the
Yeah.
house. You
I
know,
think that's cool.
And it all kind of changed in Vegas. Where
Yeah.
they were like, I don't know, just get drunk and pot.
They kept the same fucking concept for making the band. Diddy was like, also, y'all motherfuckers gotta have regular jobs too.
Oh, they would have regular
Oh, I
jobs.
forgot
He
about
would have
that.
them do like have regular jobs, have different things they had to do just to show work ethic and different things.
That's cool.
That was what the whole like walking for the cheesecake came about. Because Diddy was like, the studio shut down. You motherfuckers don't know how to appreciate the studio. Studio shut down. And I'm hungry, bitches. Walk for some cheesecake. And he made them walk all
Across
way,
the Brooklyn
across
Bridge,
the
right?
Brooklyn Bridge to get them a slice of Junior's cheesecake, which was great promo for Junior's at the time. Junior's was like, thank you so much, Puff.
Man. Yeah.
Bring back good TV,
Do
right?
you think we are going to look at anything that's on TV right now and go, oh, that was exploitive?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, 90 Day
And
Fiance for sure.
90 Day Fiance.
What?
is-
I can't even. I cringe at it. We had Big Ed on Ridiculousness. Shout out to Big Ed. He was a
You
nice.
did?
We did. He was a nice guy. I have Big Ed mask if you want
Oh
one.
God.
Big Ed feels like
Smashing
Big
pumpkins.
Ed.
Yeah, man.
That's the thing about the 90 Day Fiance, though, people, is it kind of feels like they love it. Like, we're
Who
laughing
loves
at
it?
you. I think Big Ed loves it.
Big Ed does love it, but does anyone else? The lady doesn't.
Yeah, to that girl.
I
that's
think
his
everyone
fiance.
signed
The girl
up
was-
for
yeah,
it.
the
I
girl
guess
signed
it's
up
the
for a
same
green
thing
card.
I'm saying about, the people who signed up for green card are just kind of being exploited.
But it's also
Yeah,
the
but also
producers
there, I guess they're
letting
getting
it
green cards.
happen.
Though, if we're talking about negotiating, what are they putting in their deals? Are they saying just give me a green card? On top? Yeah, I just had a hard time with the whole Big Ed thing because it was like, this is a mail order bride. No, is this not?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, she's not happy in that relationship.
Yeah,
She's
but I also
miserable.
didn't feel like Big Ed was ultimately going to be happy, and I wanted him to be happy as well.
Is he with somebody now?
Yeah, he's engaged now.
Oh, okay. I like that for him.
And do you think he would have ever found love if
Without
it wasn't
98
for
Fiance,
this
you know what, Chris?
fame?
You're getting me to a place where I can accept 98 Fiance because I don't think he would have found love without 98 Fiance. Big Ed don't have a neck. He was on Ridiculousness sitting right next to me, no neck. I watched
You're looking for it?
Which look for the whole time. I actually cannot even search inside. So can I get in there real quick? No net. Really nice guy though. Really sweetheart. You can tell that he really genuinely wants love. But he's also like 4'8". That's why he got the name Big Ed.
Yeah,
You know?
The thing about here's the difference between 90 Day Fiance is I feel like this is something that these people are going to do anyway, and now we're just documenting it. Where with Rock of Love, it's like now
These
we're
girls
gonna
were gonna do
now we're
this
gonna do a
anyway.
stripping competition.
What was the
you know,
first show
like-
that gave girls fake names? Did
I
Rock?
think it's
Well, he
Flavor
said
of Love.
Did Rock of Love have
Rock of
real
Love
names?
doesn't
Flavor of
do
Love.
that.
He said Flavor of Love. He's right. I just looked at Rock of Love. Those girls have their government names on there. How
They do?
embarrassing. Yes.
It is also like it must be easier if you're given a fake name to kind of like play up
Just play a
elements
role,
of
yeah.
your character.
But also to play off of it. Because, like, okay, you're right. Because I'll give you this much. On Flavor of Love, on A Love of Ray J, those girls got to host clubs with those names. They gave them because it was like, oh, now you're Danger.
Yeah,
Now
Danger's a
you're-
legend.
Now you're this girl, you're Cali Love.
Cashmere.
You're this girl.
Oh,
You're whatever.
Cashmere.
Whatever these names were, these girls got to like become these figures at all time. Also, you can break off from that shit one day and be like, I'm done with that. I'm back
then you're
to my
totally-
government
Right,
name.
right.
And that is amazing.
It's forgotten about.
But Rock of Love, these girls are living every day of their lives
Yeah.
with knowing their names are on Wikipedia.
there was one front runner, and I don't want to spoil whether she wins or not. She
I'm
does.
gonna watch it now. I
It
want to
makes
watch
me-
it. I do
no
want to watch
bullshit,
it now.
I don't think I ever watched it. And,
Oh, let's watch
and
it.
now it makes me want to watch it.
Yeah. Okay. Don't spoil it for him. 'Cause
And,
I'm gonna get
but,
him into it.
I mean,
Spoil
this
it.
won't spoil it,
Fuck.
but she does. Like after the show, like basically disappeared, deleted all social media. Talk of Love could not find her or get in communication with her. They found her husband, and he basically said thanks, but no thanks.
Wait, I love that you're
So
invested
there's
in
one
the
girl
podcast
who was like,
too.
Listen,
I didn't. I
He is
just
a
read
big
an
fan
article
now.
about. I just read the article about the podcast, and I like the name of the
Talk
podcast.
of Love. If you don't bring Chris Reinacher on the show, you're fucking missing the
Let's
mark.
Or
Talk.
if you were on Rocket Love and you'd like to be on our show, please let us know.
Actually, yeah.
Or Chris, if you want to bring back Rock of Love, I do have a production deal at Paramount Plus. Let me know.
Ooh, what rock star would we use?
I was saying Chris.
Oh.
Me? I'm down for me. What?
You become another character.
Who do you think the Rock of Love star of today would be? We're looking for somebody
MGK.
who used to be a big star.
But
They're
MGK 's
kind of
already
washed
still
up.
a star.
He's still a star. He doesn't count. He
He's
could do it
still
in
a
like
star.
15 years.
Oh,
Aaron
who
Carter.
used to be a star? No, Aaron Carter. That just feels like weird.
That's not a bad one though.
No,
It's
that
not a bad
is.
one.
We
I
have
feel
to
like
at least-
Travis Barker maybe, but that's kind of
Travis
insulting
Barker
to
is
Travis
a
Barker.
Kardashian now.
Travis
Bro.
Barker's still cool
Yeah,
as
yeah,
fuck.
he's popping
Yeah,
now.
bro.
You got to look for somebody who's kind of washed up.
Like Travis McCoy. No offense, Travis McCoy.
Fred Durst.
Gym Class Heroes.
Oh, that's cool.
Fred Durst might be kind of cool. You think Fred Durst definitely still looking for love, huh? Let me look him up right now. He's private.
Fred Durst, I know, like Fred Durst, I've heard a show about Fred Durst, producing a jazz band show in like Hollywood, and some of my friends went to it, and he was like running around like a stage manager, like really stressed out and just kind of like really hitting the ground working, which I kind of respect. Like I kind of feels like he's a real musician if he's like helping produce jazz.
I think
shows.
we're missing the mark, though. I think we're not thinking. And there's
Kid.
yeah.
It's Kid.
There's a star right in
Kid
front of us.
Rock?
Kid Rock could easily.
Kid
be
Rock could
Bret
bring
Michaels.
back Rock of
He
Love
could
in a
easily
second.
bring back Rock of Love, yeah.
And it would be a huge MAGA
It would
hit.
be the biggest
be,
MAGA
yeah.
hit. It'd be sponsored by the Proud Boys. It'd be buzzing. It'd
be
have
like-
all the dope motherfucking performances
Yeah.
from Kid and the gang.
He plays Every Rose Has Its Thorn over and over again. If you marathon that
Rose has
show,
its
you're gonna hear Every Rose Has Its Thorn. Like
That's the only reason I
70
know that
times.
song is because of that show.
I don't even know if I know that song.
That's the only part of the
Every
song. I know.
rose has its thorn.
That's the only part of the song we
Okay.
know. Anyway, welcome to Talk of Love.
Welcome to Wine and Weed, where we are talking about all things reality TV show love right now. I'm one of your hosts, Sterling Steelo Brim, aka S at the Beach on your best at the Breed, aka that third leg known as Just Me, aka Concerned Father, aka Black Mamba. I'm sorry, Black Mama, aka RP Black Mamba, aka Stevenson Stallington, your stylist. I would even throw in an old one just for shits and giggles. Baby daddy, his husband qualities. Potential with Baby Daddy Tendencies. There it is. And last but not least, your Uncle Elroy, and with me as always.
And I'm Chris Reinacher, aka the Connoisseur, aka the Goob in Your Gap, aka Speed Bump, aka La La La, aka your new baby daddy, aka the Elusive Moose, aka your new camp counselor,
Saxophone Jones,
aka Saxophone Jones.
Woo!
And it is the and Alahna is here. She's on camera today.
Yeah, what up, Alahna? You got any AKs?
No, I don't really
Zane's
like to do
mom. I'm
AKs.
just Zane's mom.
Yeah, I just
Stop
like
looking through
Alahna.
your child.
Okay.
I saw Zane in his Christmas pageant, and Sterling
Pageant.
It's performance.
It's a performance. And Sterling said, which is a great comparison, that it was like an elf.
It was. Yeah. If you don't know about Zane, he's like super tall.
I did not realize he was that much taller than the other 5-year-olds.
It's 4-year-olds.
He is 4-year-olds?
He's 4'2".
bro.
He is a head and a half taller
Yeah,
than the other
huge.
kids.
No, it was funny because his dad was sitting in front of us, and we walk in. Everybody, we're all sitting by each other, and he sees his dad as he walks out. He's like, "Hi, Dad!" It was like the biggest kid, the biggest like hi.
nobody was
We're
talking.
like, bro, you're huge. You could not just start doing that.
And then the whole performance, he's the
I like
only
it.
kid that you could hear like
Hear
the whole time.
Nice.
Oh,
Got a
He was
voice.
look, this is the funny thing. Zane was definitely the best performer. No, again, nothing against any of the kids that watch Wine and Weed. They go to Zane's school. I'm sure you all do great at home. But it was funny because the day before, we're like going hard on Zane.
Oh,
Like,
I
hey,
had to
yo,
apologize to him.
what songs are you singing tomorrow? You have not told us one song. You have not practiced your songs around the house. What's going on? He's like, I don't know. We're like, what do you mean you don't know? Give us something. He's like,
It's like Santa has a beard.
he stands out beer. He's just
what?
giving us hints of like what he thinks his songs are. We're like, those are not real songs. We know Christmas songs. This is bullshit, Zane. You don't know your Christmas songs. It's crazy.
I'm like, you need to pay attention. You're
We're
obviously
going hard
goofing
on
off
it.
in
You gotta get it
school.
together, dude. Pay attention in school. We get to the school the next day. They announce the 4 songs as they come out. Like
We all look at each
the
other.
kid- we look at each other like, what the fuck are these songs? These are not Christmas songs.
Oh, it is
It was
Santa has a
like-
beard?
No,
No, it was like
one was
Big
called
Fish.
Slippery
Oh,
Fish.
Fish.
Never heard of it.
Peanut butter and
Peanut
jelly.
butter and jelly. That's not a Christmas song. Why does that have to be about Christmas? Peanut butter and jelly. But we at least came to the conclusion that Zane is pre-K. They allow all the kindergartners to sing the best songs.
Yeah.
Jingle Bell.
He's the opener.
Yeah, they're the openers
Yeah,
for sure.
for sure.
Yeah.
They're pre-K. They're 4-year-olds. Most of those kids were turned the wrong way, barely sang. Zane was the only one that was 6'2", yelling it all. We wish you a Merry Christmas, whatever the fuck it was.
He did great. Shout out
He
to
did do
Zane.
amazing. Shout out to Zane. He was a guest on this podcast before.
That's your Zane update for the day.
And it is the season finale of
Season
Wine
finale!
and Weed today. What a year it's been.
Happy holidays, bitches.
I'm trying to think of all the things that have happened this year that we've talked
Chris,
about on the show.
Oh
your
my
brain
God,
will
so much has
explode.
From
happened.
storming the Capitol.
Yeah, how was that?
It was fun. It was a good time. A lot of the guys were,
times.
No, but I feel like so much happened even before the storming of the Capitol.
What do you mean, the
Like,
world?
That was January 6th.
I know, but I felt like there was like, oh my God, it's only the 6th day out, and it's like already it's chaos. But I can't remember what else happened.
That
But
was
there a lot.
January
It was
6th.
crazy.
January 6th.
Vaccines
We kicked that shit.
rolled out.
We kicked this bitch off.
No one
so
has talked about
aggressively.
2022 being like a great year. Everyone's like,
No
let's
one
just-
said this is
no
gonna be my
one,
year.
You don't want to
no one-
jinx it
yeah,
at
yeah.
this point.
We're like,
Can you?
let's just survive.
Yeah,
See
which
what
kind of
happens.
sucks because I always like the optimism going into next year.
I feel great.
Do you remember going into 2020 and you were like, "It is my year"?
Yeah, I definitely did.
Yeah, I mean, I had some stuff that I was like, I'm gonna get this shit done. Got some of it done, but for the most part, it's like the world was at a standstill.
No, but we didn't know. We're saying like New Year's going into 2020.
Yeah, I'd never say that shit because I always feel like the people around me would be like, "This is my year," never do anything. So I just try to be quiet and sneak up on
I
their
feel
ass.
you. Yeah.
I like that.
But yeah, I mean, what a year it's been. I mean, we were still locked inside at this time last year.
We were
not able to go fucking
doing
anywhere.
fair time.
And yeah, I'm trying to figure out what are the big stories of the year. Oh, did all of these protests happen this year? That was last year.
Joe Biden said he ain't paying for y'all motherfucking student loans.
That's this week.
Yeah,
I was going
that
over
shit
the
is
whole
still
year.
happening right now.
Oh yeah, Joe Biden promised paying up for your student loans earlier
Joe Biden
this
also
year.
won the presidency.
Yeah, well, yeah, but it was sworn in.
Yeah, sworn in, but you know, I mean, he came into office.
Wow.
We haven't seen Kamala since 2020.
All they do is take pictures walking.
Yeah, we did it, Joe.
We did it, Joe.
We did it, Joe. Got these niggas.
I had a conversation the other day where Donald Trump came up and we talked for a little bit.
You and Donald Trump talked for a little bit?
Yeah, me and Donald. No, we were talking about him in the context of like cultish behavior. I'm on this cult conversation right now for something I'm writing, and somebody was like, "Man, remember when he used to dominate like every conversation?" And it just felt really good to realize that this guy doesn't dominate every fucking conversation anymore.
Like,
until 2024.
But like even like with him like dominating the conversations, like I never felt like he dominated them. I just felt like he was like the bigger asshole. That does not necessarily mean like dominating.
I felt like we talked about Donald Trump probably like one.
We had to consciously try not to talk about him on this show.
I apologize. I misunderstood what you were trying to say. I thought you were saying that he dominated all of his conversations, like debates and different things, which he would try to do a lot of. So in my head, I thought you were saying that. You were saying he dominated our conversations.
We couldn't stop
100%.
talking about him every
100%.
time you talk to anyone. You'd have to be like crazy, right?
100%, because he tried to outdo himself each day.
Yeah. Yeah, he really did.
That's why you couldn't stop talking about him, because he was like, yesterday, got some new shit today. Did you see the new shit with Donald Trump Jr.? The text messages that came out today?
Yeah, all of these people text messaged the head of his staff, Mark Meadows, basically like, say something, stop this.
Condemn them, please.
You're ruining your legacy. And like Fox
News.
Well,
they were saying ruining Mark's legacy or Donald?
Donald's. You're ruining all the stuff you've done.
Donald's kidding. For me, Donald was putting the stamp on his legacy with the storming of the Capitol.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was like ruining his legacy. I thought his legacy was what it was already going to be.
He was going to 10.
It was already going to be, he was like, yo, if y'all going to call me something, let me make sure y'all call me the best one of those motherfuckers. If y'all going to call me a piece of shit, an asshole, the worst president ever, let me make sure y'all understand why I'm the worst president ever. I'm going to let these niggas storm the Capitol.
He also, this week's, like, I don't know, some CPAC conference or something, they were like, who are your favorite world leaders to connect with? And he like did not say anybody other than Kim Jong-un, Putin, the president of China, Xi, or whatever his name is. But it was all like, these are all dictators, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
You love the dictators.
Yeah,
they are your boys. And he was like, and I know what everyone's gonna say. But he loves the dictators, but they love me. They send me love letters. I call them love letters. I call them love letters. No. They send me love letters, and I know what they're all gonna say. Oh, he loves the dictators, but I do.
Because
I do love the dictators.
You know what it is? It's like them understanding. It's like the weak chick in the room, right? And I hate to even do this, but it's like the weak chick in the room that like, yeah, I send you letters, and I do this and I do that. If you're a piece of shit, because you know that person's so easy to manipulate that you're like, yeah, it's easy for me to get Donald riled up with a couple text messages here and there and this stuff. And I know that, yeah, I'm a dictator, but I know I got him in my pocket for forever just off the strength of like me giving you a little attention. Me giving you a little motherfucking smile.
You think that's how like Kim Jong-un looks at Donald?
They treat Donald like a bitch. They know that I can always get my dick sucked over there if I need to, but I'm gonna go ahead and
because he wants to be me.
He wants to be accepted by them. He wants to be.
He wants to be that.
It is.
He wants the military parades.
He
and
abuses so many
that to be illegal to criticize him.
Abused.
Yeah,
he probably was abused.
An election.
That's true. He don't want none of that shit.
I mean, yeah. I mean, hey, we haven't talked about it very much. We could go on a little rant.
I mean, that's fine. He likes that.
Yeah,
he's beating off right now to this part. He's like,
he loves.
What else do I do?
He listens to the podcast.
Donald Trump?
Mm-hmm.
I heard. Yeah, he wrote me a couple times.
That he's a fan.
He's a huge fan.
I heard he's a really big fan of ridiculousness.
No, I believe he 100% used to be, and I think. Okay, a couple things I've actually thought about this.
I feel like
I've thought about that. Donald Trump is definitely our demo. Second of all, let's start with the basics. Donald Trump is for sure our demo. He orders McDonald's late night. Watch Ridiculous for sure.
He gets the instant gratification without having to follow a story.
100%.
Yeah.
But in the same breath, like in more recent, I don't know if he watches new ones, because in more recent things, I may say things like against him.
He would have tweeted about you.
And I feel like he would have already said something to
low IQ Steelo Brim.
Something like that, or which I would have framed.
Could have been like, Ridiculous used to be the best show, but
ever, yeah. But some things happen. They can say who.
The black guy on the couch.
But I feel like he would have already took me down.
Yeah.
And I would have been like, damn, that was cool.
Unless he's just such a fan that
He's
just
like,
I can't.
nigga, I'll let this slide. All right, this time.
Yeah, let's get into the stories of the week, and then at the end, we're gonna answer a few questions.
Yeah.
From you guys.
From who, guys? You guys.
You guys.
That was cute.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys want to do Jussie Smollett? Is it Smollett?
It's definitely not Smollett.
It's Jussie
It's
Smollett.
Jussie Smollett.
Smollett. Okay, you want to do that first?
We
or
really all changed his name since Donald.
Smollett.
This fucking Dave.
But
Chappelle.
I like it in a larger sense because it's not giving him name recognition. Like, he did this for promotion.
Yeah.
And so I like that we're all using a fake name of
We
him.
don't know why he did this.
Okay.
Jussie Smollett's Subway
Are these
sandwich.
the facts?
What?
Because I could not take this black man down because he did nothing wrong.
Jussie Smollett's Subway sandwich was key to case, ex-Chicago police superintendent says.
That's
Actor
definitely
Jussie,
a gay
The
bite.
Subway.
How they use this as evidence.
Actor Jussie Smollett was found guilty of lying to police last week after he claimed he was the victim of a hate crime in 2019, and of all things, a Subway sandwich was a key piece of evidence in the case against him.
What does this even mean?
Remember, he said he went to
I know.
Subway.
Everybody knew that he was lying about that shit. Nobody going to Subway at 2 a.m. in Chicago in negative degree weather. No nigga has ever wanted any Subway sandwich that much. But the only person that's ever, like, I guess, finagled and been around Subways at that time and doing some weird shit would be, I guess, Jared. But other than that, no nigga has ever pulled up to Subway being like, give me that tuna.
No, it was the fact that he kept hold of the sandwich during the entire attack because he had the sandwich when he came home. That was the one thing the cops were like, why wouldn't you
rolling
drop
out his hand in a shot? Like,
that? And then the fact that like the noose was still around his neck.
Yeah, nigga, why would you wear that?
Calmly took it off. When
Yeah, he rocked
home.
it to show them, like, look,
Yeah.
y'all see what happened out there? Like, nobody would ever rock a noose after. First of all, yeah, did they?
I just thought it was a little bit of like, you were right.
Yeah.
The fact that the Subway sandwich was a big thing and calling him
It was
guilty,
the biggest thing.
That was the thing you said doesn't make sense
It
when with this
never made any
case came
sense.
out.
I also think that white people knew instantly when they saw that noose and said,
Donald Trump Jr.
We know how to tie nooses. This ain't it.
Donald Trump Jr. was like so mad about the case from the beginning. He called
He
it
was
from the
pissed.
beginning. He
Yeah,
was like, this is a lie.
He saw that noose and said, that's not what we teach our boys. That's not what we teach our boys.
How you tie a noose?
That's a black noose if I've ever seen one.
Do you think that we as a society or a culture can ever forgive Jussie? And like,
Jussie, we really.
what?
I mean, I don't give a fuck about Jussie Smollett enough not to forgive the nigga. Like, there's so many real things going on Earth. This is a piece of shit move. This is horrible. Why would you do this? Why would you try to stage a robbery for yourself? I guess to get a bonus in your pay or some shit and acting. Makes no sense. None of it makes sense. It all makes you a shitty person. Forgive him.
makes you-
There are so many things going on Earth.
Yeah.
I can forgive that man instantly. He is already forgiven. Do I care if he acts in Hollywood again? I don't think he was that great that we need to be fighting for him to get more roles in the
That's
first
how
place.
I feel.
yeah.
But in the same breath, I have nothing against this nigga.
Give
Instead of
someone
being
else
a
an
better writer,
opportunity.
be a better writer, Jussie. You could have made a better story. You could have had a better believable
Do
story.
your research about the news.
African MAGA members, nigga. This is just more
I
far-fetched
just
than
want
Empire.
him, I want him to tell the truth. I think he owes us the truth. Like, I want him to just be like,
He does it.
If I did
I
it.
want him to.
Here's how I did it.
He writes
No, I think we were so invested in the story and that we defended him so hard when it first happened that I think that he owes us like of being like, all right, you're right.
It was kind of fun.
I think any
So it
black,
was a little arts and crafts thing with the news.
I'm with you. I think any black person that abuses the fact that black people have been abused so much and that we need to just believe them because of so many accounts in this country need to definitely face some kind of penalty.
Yeah, that's the most fucked up part.
The biggest fucked up part is that, nigga, you didn't take down one community. You took down two. You was like, yo, I got to get the blacks and the gays. I got to hand both of them an L. You could have kept one of them out of this. When you wrote the note, you could have been like, let's just keep it a race thing. But instead, you was like,
too many ideas.
let's throw a couple.
You got to be specific,
sprinkle a couple of things in it.
That's what writing is good, but rewriting
Wait,
is where the
he
process
said that they
gets
wrote
hung.
a note?
It was a
I don't remember.
I thought it was a hate note. Also, didn't this nigga hire the
I thought
hitman
he said-
with checks? This nigga write them checks.
I thought
He was like, I gotta be able to write this off. This
I
is
thought
bullshit.
he said they called him both a racial slur and a
homophobic thing.
Okay,
Even
so
if they
it's no
didn't
note.
write a note, but for him to remember, hey nigga, they probably ran away and came back. Came back, it was like the F word. He was like, thank you, I needed completion.
Did you read your lines? I sent them to you last night.
I did. If nothing else, Jussie, I don't know if I'm really rocking with you on working in Hollywood like that. I mean, if you can do some other shit, if you want to direct. Also, if somebody want to cast you,
direct.
I'm fine with this motherfucker.
But that's more of your ideas, giving you more power.
I think you
I'd
need
say,
another
Jussie,
chance.
if you want to go do your shows in a theater and have people come and support you, I know you're a performer. I know you're a singer. Look, go do that. And look, if you get a group to support you, you get a group to support
Jussie,
you.
I'm not against
But
you.
I don't think the machine should, like, they should give somebody else an opportunity.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I just think that motherfuckers do a lot of fucked up shit who are still working in Hollywood. Yeah. I think Jussie fucked up. I think Jussie fucked up bad. I think you ever do something small, you know what? You ever see somebody and you could tell they thought they was doing some small shit and it got bigger than what they could handle? It just spiraled out of control. It was motherfucker being like, you know what, fuck my girlfriend. You know my ex-bitch. She thinks she gonna motherfucking cheat on me. And he put a little gas in her gas tank. I mean, her little motherfucking sugar in her gas tank. And he like, yeah, it's gonna stop the car from running properly. But the car blows up. The bitch dies. And he's like, oh shit, I just put a little sugar in there. I didn't know that she was gonna die. This is insane. Now guess what? He gotta deal with all that shit. I think that's what Jussie did. Jussie was like, I want a raise. I don't know how to get there. That's what happened.
Let me put a little sugar in the gas tank.
Oh no! MAGA hats and gay calling.
Oh shit. Oh,
that's
that's why I feel like it's like a little kid. Like, he has to come forth and, like, it's embarrassing to be like, I lied, but he needs to admit that he lied. And I feel like we can forgive and we can forget and we can move past if he, like, comes forward.
He's not gonna come forward. You can tell already type of nigga he is. He was taking small W's in that courtroom, and I was here for one.
He
of the small
should never
W's.
have got on the stand.
That's how you knew shit was already out of control. When you like, you know what? Who are you gonna call? A surprise witness, Your Honor.
He's looking at
Jussie Smollett.
He's looking at himself in the mirror
yourself.
before.
You could just said me.
He said his own name.
No, I just imagine he does. Who you gonna call? Jussie Smollett. It's like, that's you, sir. Just say what you want to say.
In the bathroom mirror before, you're a great actor.
Yeah,
you're a good actor.
You can do this.
You're gonna do that. You're good in Empire, and you're gonna be good on that stand.
Why is Terrence Howard here? He's dressed as Lucius Lyon. No, the small W Jussie did get in the courtroom was telling the fucking prosecutor or whoever it was that you can't say nigga, fam. Just because you reading off some lyrics or whatever the fuck you said or my quote of what I said don't mean you get to say nigga.
Yeah,
I did think that was a small W. I thought it was.
He almost got his back.
Black people was like, I'm with you, Jussie.
And
then they was like, they showed all the rest of the evidence. We was like, this is wild, nigga.
Have they always done that in a room? Do they always say the word, like, if it's fuck, if it's like a fuck or shit, do they say?
No, they be like F word.
I thought they
that
did.
Dude volunteered.
That's why it's really weird.
They was like, are you even on the council? Who's just a dude from who's just a dude in the courtroom. I'll read it.
It's Brett Michaels. Pope Francis calls sex outside marriage not the most serious sin. Pope Francis amid the ousting of a French archbishop who allegedly broke the Catholic Church celibacy
Pope
rule.
Francis has been wilding lately. He been really trying to get niggas on his side.
He's on his way out, so he's like,
I'm fucking with him though.
I like it.
Pope Francis, amid the ousting of a French archbishop who allegedly broke the Catholic Church's celibacy rule, has said that sex outside of marriage is not the most serious sin. Per The Independent, the Pope held a question.
I imagine he's like sitting back, like with his feet up.
Getting his dicks up.
Guys, it doesn't fucking matter. God doesn't care about that shit.
The Pope held a question and answer session with reporters on Monday and was asked about the resignation of the Archbishop of Paris, who stepped down this month after a French publication alleged that he had engaged in a sexual affair with an unnamed woman. In his role at the church, he was expected to follow clerical celibacy and abstain from sex.
Oh, that's why he said it,
Makes
because
more
it
sense.
happened to him.
So no, it didn't happen to him. It happened to somebody else. When
The
his boys,
Archbishop.
when his boys. But I will say this much: I do see somebody like Pope Francis and everybody else on their way out, just go ahead and clean up their boys' names real quick and clean up their names and just being like, hey, a whole bunch of shit we want to just clear up today. Touching of little boys is a little weird, but not crazy. And you're like, no, Pope, this is not okay. This is not.
How did you get here? God damn it.
Yeah, but I also feel like I kind of agree with him. I didn't know it was to defend his boy. I don't like them abusing God to defend their boys and shit. But in the same breath, I don't know if it is number one on the most serious sin list.
Yeah,
I've had that
I
people
agree.
believe that all sin was the same. Like God looks at all sin the same.
Yeah, I don't know if I serve a guy who look at it that way. Like
feel you.
if I fart in church and you kill somebody outside, I don't think we should be looked at the same, Lord.
You're in the same jail cell in hell at the end of it all.
That'd be crazy, wouldn't it?
I think it has to be. I feel like the Catholic Church has so many instances of priests and stuff like that touching little boys and everything like that. And so I'm like, I feel like they have to come out and say that. Like that sins of the flesh is what they call it are not that big of a deal.
Who says they have to come out? He didn't have to say shit.
I think to protect the church, they have to say that.
I could see playing out the conspiracy where like the only reason they're being progressive is to protect.
It's to protect themselves.
But overall, I think they're promoting a progressive world that I agree with. So I hope it's not.
No, see, I was gonna say, I part of me feels like it could very well be like any other business and be like, man, our numbers are going down, fam. People are not following God as much as we need them to do. What do we need to do? We need to start telling them the stuff that we know that they're not coming to church for, that is not as bad.
Yeah.
Because if we do that, we can get people who are on the cusp of being like, I do want to love God, but I'm tired of being looked down upon as soon as I walk into the church, just because y'all know I smell like the club the night before. I'm still here to actually try to get my word in. I'm still here to try to better myself. I'm still here for all those different reasons. I think that just as you look at any business, the Pope could very well be looking at the church and being like, you know what, y'all be thinking we tripping on fucking. Guess what? We not even tripping on fucking like that. We would like for y'all not to fuck as much, but also people gonna fuck. We agree.
Remember when he double tapped on that Instagram models picture?
yeah, he liked that shit. They had to fucking suspend his account for a little while. It was like, yo, you're wildin', Phil. I think it was like a multiple pictures. It wasn't even just that one.
Okay, so here's how I like to imagine it, and I hope this is realistic, that the Pope is like, there should be more love than hate in the world, and we have too many restrictive ideas. And we need to start promoting loving each other and not hating each other. Yeah. And he tells, hey, church, I want to say this stuff. And then all of these conversations are had. Well, technically, this could help us with demographics. Like this is, you don't need to convince him not to. Because,
you want to do that
blah, blah, and that helps out with our boy over here. That's how I want it to go. That's how I want it to go.
Because that means that
it does help over here in the corrupt front. That does kind of help us with the touching boys thing.
But you know that would mean that you would have to defy the Bible and God beforehand.
But do they believe that like the Pope is talking to God in a sense? And
they think that the Pope
he's not quite Dalai Lama style.
I think the Pope like got Mary in his back pocket, and they believe that God can't say no to his mother. That Jesus can't say no to his mother. So they pray to Mary. Because they believe that
you always say that, but I don't.
Because you have to honor your parents. It's what they actually lean into.
Never learned.
Really,
that
I didn't know that about the Catholic. I always wondered why they prayed to Mary, and that's
look it up. It's because it's really honor your mother, honor your father and your mother, for this is right, and they believe that Jesus wouldn't ever.
What about Joseph?
Huh? They know that nigga ain't his real daddy. Nobody respect that nigga around. Shut up, Joseph. What you
I
gonna
do
do?
feel like Joseph gets a little disrespected.
Fuck you gonna
Definitely
do,
feel like he does.
Dude, why don't we see a show about Joseph?
That'd
That'd be
Why
hilarious.
don't we
That'd
see
be super
Joseph's
funny.
tales?
A whole animated show about Joseph.
I'm always kind of confused.
Wait, it says prayer to Mary is memory of the great mysteries of our faith. So they don't even know.
They do know. I'm telling you what it is. Y'all ain't gotta believe me if y'all want to. Two
just
things I know
making
for
shit up about
no,
Catholics.
fam, I would never. Two things I know for a fact on this show.
The only
is
time
that
I've ever
you
heard
pray
this
to
is
the
you.
Mary. They pray to Mother Mary because they believe that God, Jesus will not say no to his mother, and that also George Washington used to have hamsters up his butt, and that's
It's just the same category.
Nah, fam, I
That's
don't
when
need
you
you trying to
convinced us
dilute
that
nothing I'm
George
talking about. You
Washington
disrespecting the show, Chris.
has
'Cause I
hamsters
see the
up his
finale,
butt.
I thought it was Fred. You rubbing me the wrong way. I'm trying to tell y'all these were two things I know for a fact. George Washington hamsters up his butt, and on top of that, Catholics pray to Mary because you can't say no to your moms, fam.
It's similar. You're kind
Thank
of
you.
right.
I know I'm
No,
right.
you're not right, but you're on somewhat of the right path.
I'm just as right as.
It was Thomas Jefferson who had 30.
She's like, he's the one with the guinea pigs this whole
They
time.
were gerbils.
They probably were.
Gerbils are smaller. I
Gerbils are
can't believe
hamsters,
that.
gerbils, guinea
Hamsters are
pigs.
big.
They're all.
I know George
One
Washington
of those are the same.
had train.
George Washington did have a string, but he also had
He
it
had a
tied
what?
to. It was tied to a string, the foot.
Oh, so he could get it out.
The foot, so you got to pull it out. Yeah.
It should be tied to his mouth so he can't bite anything
Oh,
in there.
you guys are getting
No,
kinky with George
He
Washington.
oh no. He wants those little teeth to go. The inside's a little stronger than the outside. Doesn't hurt as much.
Also, mice can't walk backwards.
That is true. So they have to run at all times forward inside of you.
Is that like mosquitoes can't fly up? Somebody told me that one time.
I told you mosquitoes can't fly down.
Oh, down.
And you believed it. You're so stupid.
No, I know it's not true. That's why I brought it up right now. I thought we were
No,
saying things that aren't true.
For the
Wait,
longest
mice
that was
really
true
can't run
until
backwards?
you were getting bit in the
What?
basement. And you were
No,
like,
no, that's not true.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I imagine they can.
But I also was singing it. I was like, I love this. I used to love this Pringles song. And I looked it up and it wasn't a song. And it was just words across the screen. So that means that every time I looked at the words, I made up a song in my head that like went with the Pringles fucking jingle. They had a Pringles jingle
Okay,
back.
I have a very specific, and I have not
what
been
Wine
able
and
to
Weed's
find
all
it on
about.
YouTube. I have. There's nothing ordinary about it.
Yeah, I love that
Taco
song.
Bell.
Yeah, I love that song.
Okay, that's real.
No, I don't know.
And then they
Did
had.
you look it up? Dong.
And then they had the raps, and it was "Is nothing ordinary about it? Wrap it up." I swear to God,
that one was Trojan though.
I swear to
Wrap
God,
it
that's like
up.
such a clear theme song to me. I've tried to find that there is nothing ordinary.
Maybe
about
this
a
is your guys'
campaign.
like prophecy of like you guys
Us
need
writing,
to be
we
in the
need to be-
jingle game.
Dude, I'm not gonna bullshit you.
I can't find
One
it.
of my favorite low key black shows. What up, black people? What's up? Is Jamie Foxx. He don't get enough credit.
Oh, and he
Jamie
writes.
Foxx show, and on the show he worked at Jingles 3000, and they used to come up with jingles
That's
all the
funny.
time. And Jamie was a good singer, so he used to come up with jingles all the time. It was dope as fuck. But I used to want to work in marketing because of the movie What Women Want. That plus Jingles 3000, it was just a life that I really wanted to live. And doing marketing.
I could definitely see you.
They really
making a jingle.
sold
and writing
marketing
jingles.
on you.
I love writing. I write fake jingles all the time.
Why
for
do we not have a
companies.
wine and weed jingle?
I can write a wine and weed jingle easy.
It's a small industry, the jingle people, but when you're in the jingle people, those people make bank
Do they really?
because they're making commercial money
They're making
and
commercial money.
music money.
It can be. So
If you have the theme for, if you made a ba-do ba ba ba, that guy.
you know who wrote that? I'm
It's
loving
not
it.
JT, is
It's
it?
Justin Timberlake and Pusha T wrote that.
Really?
They wrote ba-do ba ba ba.
I'm loving
I
it.
swear to God,
Put-
that's probably half of Justin Timberlake's money.
Pusha T
That's
wrote that.
dope.
Pusha T wrote that as well.
Pusha T?
Yeah.
What?
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
He wrote
I'm
it?
loving it. Yeah.
Yeah, Justin Timberlake. Oh, is okay.
Who wrote ba-do
It's
ba
credited
ba ba?
as being written by Pharrell Williams, Tom Batoy, Franco Tortora, and Andres Fogelberger.
Terrence Thornton, you mean?
It's Justin Timberlake sings it.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Push-
that's what I
but
thought.
Pharrell
She didn't
wrote
write
it.
Pusha T wrote it with Pharrell.
Pharrell
Neptunes.
wrote it?
Produced
Pharrell
by the
produced it,
Neptunes.
the clips were signed to the Neptunes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know that. That's a great.
Steve Stout was talking about that recently.
Oh yeah, Pusha T too.
Yeah, Steve Stout was talking about that.
He said Pusha T reveals he doesn't own any rights to McDonald's I'm Loving It jingle.
When did he say that? But he definitely wrote it. He might not own no rights to it. That's fucked up. Yeah, but that's probably why they brought it up and interviewed him. Because
he
definitely
wrote
it. He definitely wrote it. Yeah, because Steve Stout tells a story about how McDonald's had hit them and they were working on some other shit. McDonald's hit them and they were like, you know what? Fuck it.
He just took the money up front, no publishing. He said that's one of the biggest regrets of his.
Yeah, it has to be one of the biggest regrets.
That's crazy.
They probably offered also a lot of money up front.
No, they probably offered $100,000 up front or some shit like that. For somebody like that, at that time, it was probably a lot to him.
2003.
Like, fuck it. But like, yeah, Grinding had probably just came out. If you can imagine, Grinding is your first hit. You don't get your actual checks in the music industry until like 6 months in after a record starts to actually, recoup. So you don't have money if you don't have money. Now them niggas definitely was moving and doing whatever they was doing, but in the same breath, like Justin Timberlake could easily be like, give me the publishing.
Yeah, for sure.
Over, yeah.
And Pharrell.
Yeah, for sure. Pharrell had been doing shit.
Wow, but that's a huge contribution to culture.
It is. I'm loving it. Yeah, my one of my producers, C4, C4. He's stopped chasing the game and the world of getting placements a long time ago, and he loves to put his favorite hashtags as syncs are like singles, and he really only works on music for like Acura commercials or Best Buy or this or that, because he's like, yo, you kind of make more money syncing these things than you would chasing to maybe possibly get a placement on Chris Brown's album or Rihanna's album.
Yeah. And then you get to make more music.
And then you probably don't get a single on that. So then your streams are still way lower. So you're not making the same money as somebody that has a single there. Do you get a whole bunch of streams? Are you doing well? Yeah, probably. But in the same breath, like, it's easier. Everyone's not going after it's like going to the NBA. Everybody's trying to go to the NBA. Can you be good enough to go? Yeah, anybody can be good enough to go.
What if you could just play basketball for Best Buy?
But in the same breath, the probability is so much lower for you to actually make it to the NBA or to make it on one of these people's albums, that I understand somebody like him being like, fuck that, I'm going to go ahead and produce for motherfucking Arby's. And I'm like, we have the meat.
Damn. Yeah, I love the idea. Yeah, we have the meats bought this house.
That's pretty dope.
That could also, I don't know if it's like that big either.
No, I think it's I think the jingle people, because scoring a commercial is probably, everything commercial is lucrative because companies have huge ad budgets, but creating a jingle specifically,
but the record has
it's like a commercial actor who's in every single commercial. It's like
jingle,
flow money.
The jingle has to catch on though.
True.
You can't just have it.
What are some of the biggest jingles?
Yeah, what do you think are your
top 5?
What do you think are best jingles?
We're so high in all the places today. I like it though.
Kit Kat.
Best jingles ever. Break me up a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Great jingle. Still here today. We can appreciate it. I'm trying to think of
Oscar Mayer. Because Oscar Mayer has a way.
They don't use it anymore. They just stopped it. Maybe like
that's not that.
That's not it. That's not.
I feel like jingle wise, like a good neighbor. State Farm is there.
It's amazing.
And now that all they do is ding 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 ding, and we all go like a good neighbor. State Farm is there, and that's true. Good brainwashing.
Great. Yeah, it's great jingling. I think that I just had one. Fuck. Shit. It was a big
800. Today?
No,
I was thinking
5-800. Empire. No.
Empire's pretty good.
Yeah,
we are farmers.
That's good.
A double mint stands out to me as the one from the 90s.
The Double Mint Twins.
Double your pleasure, double your fun. That's the statement of a great man and the double mint gum. But I don't know if the generation of today would know that.
Chris Brown had the new version of that. And then
double your merry man.
The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
I'd say that's a top 5 spot.
That's a smash.
That's an absolute
That's a fucking smash. I am going blank because I'm high. But I literally had one that I was like, everyone knows this one.
Burger King is the king of the burgers.
Shut the fuck up. I've never heard this. Oh, shit.
Fuck.
Every kiss begins with K.
Oh, that's a good
They just
one.
stopped using that one recently, like a couple years back.
That's a
But
really
that
good
one was so big and good for so great for so many years.
That
Yeah.
was a
Every
really good
kiss
one.
begins with K is perfect.
I mean, what a
That's so
slogan.
cute.
What
It's
a
fucking
melody.
perfect. Every
Wow.
kiss begins with K. It didn't. You realize those rings there, your girlfriend was looking at you like, this is it? This is a
lowercase
Pandora
K.
ring.
Does Amazon have a jingle? Amazon should have a jingle.
Work, bitch.
You gotta work, bitch.
Amazon.
Oh man.
They're like, well, okay, Amazon. They mean what they say.
You go to work, bitch. The Vogue.
They're trying to make it good, but
It's like
you're
people
just
sweating
scared.
and trying to dance in factories, but also being like, this is too long of a break, right? We had to learn this whole dance.
My knee doesn't bend this way. Trying to Vogue and shit.
I don't want to grow up.
I'm a Toys R Us kid.
kid.
I used to play with butcher knives, and look what I did. I used to play all day in the butcher knife store.
Wait till we get our hands on you. No? All right. Guess it wasn't
That
that,
was the
good.
Jerry Sandusky.
Guess it wasn't that good.
Was that about like
It's
The
Hanes
Fruit of the
boxers?
Loom. Oh, is there
Yeah.
a Fruit
Yeah, I
of the
never
Loom
knew the
song?
song
Underwear.
for Hanes, bro. They were
Underwear.
singing songs to you about draws.
Yeah, the slogan is a play on wait till we get our hands on you.
Yeah, which is wild.
Kind of creepy as fuck.
Oh, zestfully clean. Zestfully clean.
No way, really.
Nobody knows it.
It sounds like you're faking.
No,
this one.
Zest was a fucking soap bar.
Scope.
Wait, guys,
It is a soap
you're
bar.
gonna make me feel crazy. Zestfully clean is a full fucking thing that I knew as a kid. Oh, Eagleman, I've got something for you. No, Zestfully clean. I'm sorry. Here we go. Zestfully clean. Also, guys, I'll be real with you.
Isn't there a Pizza Hut? Oh, remember boom, 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 Domino's, Buffalo Wings. Boom, boom,
No, motherfucker.
Damn, I mentioned this on a different show.
I'm
They
really
also
into
didn't
it.
remember.
Break through to the zestful side of clean. This is all it takes.
This was one commercial. Oh, wow.
You clean, then rinses you cleaner. Cleaner than soap.
Rinses you cleaner.
Cleaner than fucking soap.
No soap leaves you feeling cleaner.
What do they mean that this is soap that's cleaner than soap?
Zestfully clean. It was like, you know what it was? It was like, I can't believe it's not butter. Like for soap. It was just soap.
But it is soap, right?
It was just soap, but it was just like, this doesn't stick as much as soap. Because if you don't remember, bars of soap used to stick a lot. Like,
Whoa.
you would feel sticky after it. You would feel clean, like, okay, it got stuff off from saying set up. But you also would feel like my skin feels sticky. I don't know if we have the same skin, if you have the same moisture in your skin either. But that's what would be a problem.
I
is you would
remember
feel like,
soap
my
itself
skin might feel
being-
like kind of dry, but it's still sticky. And that's not a good feeling. Zestfully clean? Nah, your shit feel good, baby.
This episode's sponsored by
Zestfully clean. The Army had a real fucking song. Imagine the Army having like another song and it just wasn't as fucking catchy and it wasn't bringing people in. And they were like, we gotta call in Smokey Robinson. And he came in and wrote a fucking hit for the Army for propaganda to get motherfuckers to join the Army. Because we do know the Army's record.
Damn.
How many records do you think the Army went through before they was like, this isn't the one?
What is the
Do you think it was an A&R, the Army? This guy's like, you motherfuckers, this is not the way I envisioned the record.
What's the Army
Be
record?
all that you
Can
can
be
be.
in
No,
the
that's
Army.
not it.
See, oh, you can be an Army.
No, I know. I'm just
Oh.
like, the melody. I just did a way different melody.
I was like, wait, okay.
I was just wondering what the drafts of Be All You Can Be.
Yeah,
looked.
those sessions were
The last
fucking-
one, which I think is absolute trash, to be fair, is Liberty, Liberty, Liberty.
Liberty. Kind of catchy, though.
Yeah. I feel like we could beat it. I think we could be real.
This is
jingle
not
men.
a jingle at all, but it's my money and I need it now.
That's good.
Yeah.
Arkansas waitress fired after customer leaves generous $4,000 tip. An Arkansas waitress received a whopping $4,400 tip only to be fired after her manager made her split it with other staffers. The gratuity came on December 6th when waitress Ryan and another
And she
worker
refused, right?
Yeah, she refused to split
Good.
it. Each diner had chipped in $100 in tip money, believing the total would go to both servers. So it was like 40 people at a restaurant, and every single person there tipped the server
was
$100.
two servers?
Well,
and 2 people served.
and
the
she
tip.
couldn't even split it with that girl,
the second
though?
person. Okay, I thought it was like
No,
Wait,
they
wait.
did split it. The 2 people split it, but the restaurant's manager instructed the Brandt to pool the tip with her coworkers who didn't serve the large party. I was told that I was going to be
Fuck
giving my
that.
cash over to my shift manager, and I would be taking home 20%.
No, that's bullshit.
Nah, that's bullshit. Okay, I'm cool. Okay. I thought at first she refused and she was like, oh, I don't want to split it with a whole bunch of people. I would have agreed with that and be like, fuck that. Yeah, you're right. For it to just be 2 people, I want you to split it. She said she
No, she split it with the other
I said
server.
that. She agreed to split it. I'm with her. I'm on her side right now. I'm all with her. The owner then jumped in and was like, "No, we want a cut of that." Basically,
The owner was saying that you guys get 20%, and then the rest of it is going to be put in the pool for the other waitresses.
this ain't no strip club, fam. This ain't no motherfucking strip club. We didn't agree to that shit. And on top of that, what if I did something? What if I blessed somebody's life? What if I spoke into somebody? What if I motherfucking brought some joy to an individual that was inspired so much so that they were like, I want to bless you with $4,400.
I also think
I don't think I need to just split this with everybody. I don't even know them like that.
if you regularly pool your tips, then I say then pool 20% and the rest is yours. But I also think from what I read earlier that this restaurant doesn't regularly pool their
Yeah.
tips.
No, of
they
course.
just decided
Yeah.
when one waitress,
Of
2
course.
waitresses.
I used
They
to be
probably
a
in a small
waitress.
town.
I used to be a waitress, and I think that you should tip as a waitress, we would tip out the cooks and the busboys, but we wouldn't share our tips with other waitresses. But we would tip out the kitchen and we tip out the busboys.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, but other waitresses, I'm like, if you didn't serve on the table, I don't know.
If you didn't serve on the table, you didn't serve a big party. And then on top of that, again, hey, I'm sorry. Sometimes God has his hand over his people's lives. And I've been in restaurants before where we've been to the table where there is a server. It's probably one of their better servers too, because they'll assign a better server to
a big
party or a party they know is an important quote unquote party. Not that it matters to me, but they might be like, oh, this party has these celebrities or these people in it. We're going to give it to this person who we know is the best here. And that person fucking does an amazing job.
Your restaurants have a good reputation.
Yeah, and guess what? It's always your duty as a person, as a customer. At least I feel like it's my duty to look a motherfucker in the face and be like, yo, you're really good at your job when they good at their job, because it means so much. And it's like, this is your job. Like anything that you try to do in life, it don't matter if it's the smallest thing, you should want to be great at that shit. So when somebody if somebody even looks at them like it's just a waitress, it's like, nah, it's whatever the fuck that is in that moment of that person's life. It's whatever part of that journey it is. And for them to be great at it, it says to me, you're gonna be great at whatever the fuck you do.
Where you literally got
I wanna
everybody in
reward
the
you
party to
sometimes.
throw in an extra $100. It feels like
I've done that.
They were
I've
all
done that.
like, this person
been
did
that
a
way.
great job, and it should all come down to what it was the intention of the person who gave the tip.
I've been
and the
that way.
intention of the person who gave the tip was to give those 2 people.
Well, I
money.
guess some customers from the restaurant heard about the story, called the restaurant, and demanded that the money be given back to the waitresses, and then re-tipped them on top of that.
I already know, because
and actually she's done a GoFundMe that's gotten about $10,000.
it's intention. It's like, number one, you can't block a blessing for real. When it's sent from where it's supposed to be sent from, if it's sent from God, you can't block it, right?
Amen.
You can try. You can try all you want. You could be a hater. You could be like, oh, well, you know what? Now we gonna split them tips. We ain't never done it before. But you can't block a blessing that's actually sent from above in my eyes. So for that person, it's like, yo, I have been the person that has been the person that get the crowd going and be like, yo, this person was really good. I've been in situations where people are really bad.
Yeah.
And I still tip. I don't do it happy. It's like almost going to tithes and offering at a church that you ain't being fulfilled at. You be like, hey, go to money, fam, because God told me I'm supposed to, but I don't think you deserve as much as I'm giving you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you feel sometimes with tips for people when you like, you ain't do your job like you were supposed to, versus when you get somebody who is motherfucking
On it.
legit and they pop. And they treating that shit like, I don't give a fuck, nigga, if we at Golden Corral or not. I'm treating this bitch like I'm gonna let you know whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, I'm gonna let you know. Because y'all gonna say some shit like, I ain't never been to Golden Corral. Y'all gonna be like, Golden Corral ain't got no waitresses. It's a buffet. You grab your own shit.
Like, do they?
Do they have waitresses?
I think they have some
I do
sort
not
of
want this because a lot of
maybe
them
like
just like,
busboys.
it's easy when you're rich, Steelo.
I passed one in Florida, and I almost went just because of
Golden
you
Corral
and Chuck
has-
English's recommendation.
Golden Corral has the best.
Oh, you've never been
bread.
either. It was just
I've
Chuck.
never been.
We were
No.
talking about best buffets on the show
No,
with
she
Chuck.
said she thought Golden Corral was great too. I've never been to Golden
Oh, and
Corral.
you were also, yeah. And I almost was like, I know this is like not really the same style as a trip, but I really want to try this buffet.
They have the best.
But then I went
dinner rolls,
COVID.
so-
I don't think it's buffet time yet.
No, I
don't think I do a buffet in Florida during COVID.
Yeah,
That sounds dangerous. Our
and
buffet's
Golden
still a thing.
Corral sounds like
Golden Corral, Florida.
it's a chain
sure
in
is
Florida. It's
open.
like it sounds like damn near White People Waffle House or something. Like they might be
No,
like,
Golden
shit.
Corral
we
was
went-
like no. We
In
used to go
Florida?
to Golden
Everybody,
Corral
there's no
after
mass
church on
In
Sunday.
Florida? Are you
there's
crazy?
no mass at that buffet. I
We
promise.
got
I don't even
sick
think
in
they do
Florida.
breakfast. We did get sick in Florida.
We don't even know. We didn't get COVID, thank God.
Oh yeah.
But we did get sick
We
in
did get sick in
motherfucking
Florida.
Florida, which does not shock me because I was like, every variant has ever been invented has been created here in
I
Florida.
feel like we came back stronger though.
we did for sure, and more racist.
You're on your own with that one.
Chris, I'm thankful for you this year.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you gonna make me take it back.
Chris is like, elaborate.
Let's hear about
Tell
it.
me about me.
I'm interested.
Tell me about me.
Yeah,
I'm thankful for you as well.
No,
I'm
it's
thankful
too
for
late.
this show. I think about it all the time.
yeah, right. Man, this show's cool. I fuck with the people for real, for real. I love this show. I love that we get to like truly, like people be saying this shit, and I don't know if they think like that maybe or maybe it's not this. People be like, man, I fuck with this show. I love that you guys can be yourselves and have conversations in the industry that feels like you can't be yourselves. Legitimately to me, there is nothing that explains the American dream, at least to me, more than being able to be myself. That is being a black man, that's being somebody that talks too much at times, that's being somebody that's opinionated too much at times, that being myself and for the audience to accept us each week, whether or not y'all agree with us on different things we say, whether or not y'all think I'm bullying Chris and y'all think Chris is racist for real, because he is. He's not at all. He's not even close to it. But whatever it is, I love that you guys let us be ourselves each week on this show, and I'm so
And
appreciative
I think
to that shit.
I also feel like other platforms, you try to fit everything that somebody has to say within 280 characters or a quote, and just I feel like when you have a show like this, you get to know that so many more people's opinion is in the middle and more like yours. Like everyone's kind of sensible when you talk to them on a one-on-one basis, but then we just see this side versus this side, and it's almost like if you had anybody with a little wine and weed on this podcast, you can find a spot where you can agree and have fun, or also some relate if nothing else.
Yeah.
So I hope that people do get to have these conversations with other people and not just view them as like another group or type or
What was your favorite episode of this year?
everything in this house was this season.
This season.
Oh wow, that's so fun. That's so cool to think
it's
about.
a long season.
That
yeah.
is, it's a long year.
Yeah.
Wow, we've had so many different people in that seat. I love the Iman episode. Really stands out to me. I loved having him.
His
on.
was funny.
He's such a great person.
Talking about the ninjas.
Shump was great.
Yeah.
Who else? Yeah, let me see. I'm gonna look real quick.
Party was on.
Party was
Wow,
not on this episode, was he?
everybody in this
He was.
house.
Oh, Party was this
Party
season.
was this season.
We had Kayla
That was
on a
early.
good amount.
Kayla was on a good amount,
Becky
yeah.
G was on.
What
She
a
had a
great
good.
guy.
She was
Becky
really
G
smart.
was great.
She was
Becky G was
amazing.
very
Fantastic.
smart, very
Yeah.
she was really
Joe
really
Coy,
wise
who wants
beyond
to
her
come
year.
back.
Joe
Joe
Coy,
Coy, our
and Joe
100th
wants to
episode
come
of the
back.
year.
Tiana was here.
See, I mean,
yeah,
that's a
Tiana
standout
Decker.
episode just
Yeah.
because for the first
Roy
time we
Wood
didn't sing this year.
Jr.
That's
He
one
was
of my
funny.
favorite
Sam J
episodes
came
in
back.
recent time.
Problem.
Yep.
Saya was really good when she came.
Sarah was
Wow, what a
we had Jeff,
season.
we had Buddy, we had Vic Mensa, We had Paul Rodriguez.
Damn,
yeah.
I mean,
We
I
had
love
Sam
Buddy.
J.
You know what? People loved that. Girls loved
We
that
had
Paul
Chuck
Rodriguez
English. Yeah,
episode.
girls did
I didn't
love
realize
Paul
that girls had such a
Girls
crush
love
on
Paul.
him.
Oh yeah, and also
We had Ben Baller, Vic Cruz, Terrell Owens.
Oh yeah.
We had a
Wow,
420 special with Sean with us, but we gotta bring Sean back too.
oh
Sean
yeah,
got
Sean
with
was
Joe
at
Coy.
round 2.
Becky G, Seven Streeter, Sarati, Van Lathan. Yeah, we've had a lot of people on.
I mean, I love
Keisha
when
Shante, Kim
Van's
Lee.
on too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was good.
What an amazing season, guys!
Yeah.
Thank you for fucking tuning in all year. We're not closing the
We
show.
weren't
but,
closing the show. Now I felt
but
like
I
we're
just
closing
thought
the
that
show.
was dope.
But we appreciate you, man. We really do. And you don't always agree. I mean, even at small scale things, we don't always agree on this show. So, obviously, the grand scheme of things is like you don't agree with your family members at all the time. So, yeah, to go to Thanksgiving or Christmas or anything where you're like, well, we have the same DNA, we have the same blood. We should, in your head at least, a lot of people think, well, we should think the same to some degree, but a lot of times you don't. So, having those combos is really hard with.
But it's the person you're raised by, so at the same
100%.
time, you're like, we have common values. Like, we have to. So I think when you're talking to somebody who's on the different side that's part of your family, at least make sure that you can get them to still agree with you on common values. And then I think you work from there, because I think if they're like, I think I lean more right, and you're like, you're a racist, then I think they're like, then all of a sudden, like, people start arguing because people don't understand each other's intentions. Where I think if you can break it down to something we all agree on, well, then how does this work in relationship to that?
I like this. I
think that's a good way to talk to
I'm a
family
black dude,
member.
so I don't know. So I'm asking you, right, as a white guy, like, so if you are in a situation like that, let's just say somebody is leaning very right, and you're like, okay, this is clearly whatever. How do you approach it? Like, what is your common value thing, or what's something that you're like, yo, I'm gonna tap into this real quick, because when I hear common values, when I hear on that, it sounds like a home base, right?
Yeah.
To me, it sounds like, okay, if nothing else, we can touch home base together. We can put our hands on this one thing that we know we can agree on, and that's the fact that whatever.
I feel like everyone can agree on like equality and opportunity.
What?
And
Nigga?
I think when you really talk to them, they go, yes, I agree on that. And then they have a difference of opinion. Yeah. And sometimes I feel like, well, you're lying to yourself. And every once in a while, you'll get to some point in that conversation where you're like, but the things you're saying maybe are racist,
because they like
bad.
it because they like it on a surface level, right?
Right, you like it on a surface level, but the way you talk about it doesn't feel like you really do like that. I think if I meet somebody and they're like, I actually don't believe in equality, then I'm like, all right, well, I don't have anything to talk to you about.
You know what that is though to me? When I hear that, I hear like, oh, if you knew better, you do better, right? It's about accountability. When I hear you say that, what I hear is people can agree with shit on a surface level as long as you don't require them to dive in deeper and then be held accountable. They're okay with agreeing that equality is something that we all need, right? Cool. Let me walk away. I don't want any more of the conversation. But if I'm like, no, let's dive into equality and why it's not something that's actually here right now in this country, why it hasn't been accomplished, why it is. Now, if you do all of that with me as if I'm a white man, or if I'm even a white woman, or if I'm somebody is in a greater position in this country to achieve whatever the dream is, whether it be equality or not, but the dream is, now you're asking me to view and take a step back and look at my position and how can I use my privilege or different things to then bring somebody else. I'm struggling. I'm going through all this shit as it is. Now you want me to use the little privilege I think I have to bring other people. It becomes like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's tough for people to, like, for me to hear you say like, oh, it's this moral ground, this common ground. It just, in my head, I just be wondering like, what is the common ground you tap on real quick?
Well, even in there was during the defund the police conversations, like, I was like, I mean, to my like, I don't know. There was, my dad was sharing those things with me of like, well, the population or the amount of black people arrested and white people arrested are like the same technically. And you're like, no, that's because you're not doing a population ratio. Right. But like that was being shared on the right.
Of course.
And so we had this conversation
That's been
about
shared for years.
I said we can both agree that like police aren't perfect, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my dad's like, oh, of course I can. This one time I got in trouble, and the police tricked us. The police tricked us into getting in trouble. We were behind this gas station in New York City. We're 16 years old, and the police said, and we saw a crate of beer getting delivered. And this cop, and you like said the cop's name. He knew what the cop's name was. So he said, "Why don't you take that beer?" And my dad was like, "Really?" He said, "Yeah, it's fine." And so my dad and his friend stole the beer, but he took the beer, and then the cop arrested him. And he was like, and the cop took us and they tricked us into this. Like they kind of like they do that to everybody. And I was like, and then what happened? He was like, oh well. Like my friend's dad was like knew this guy in the cops, and my dad was like was a security guard who like knew the assistant to the DA, and like nothing wound up happening. And I was like, well, that's the difference, right? Like that's the difference between two black kids who don't have any connection. Like that's white privilege, right? Like that is the definition of it. And somebody else might get in that same exact position, be manipulated by the cops, and then have to go to jail for it, and then never be able to get out of debt after getting out of jail, and just be put in a shittier position. Like that exists, right? And then it's kind of like, oh shit, whatever block was allowing me not to think about that part, because I liked the phrase of everyone has opportunity without really figuring out that people don't. The cops are dicks to me too.
I think that
it's not the same.
Yeah, and I think that it's not the same. And I think a lot of times people want to view things as the same because it's easier on them. Yeah, they don't want the hard work of viewing the world for what it really is, versus being able to just walk around and be like, yo, I don't have to view anything for the reality of it if everything is already skewed toward me anyway. I'm fine here. Even if I'm not doing great, I still know I'm doing better than if I have to fucking view the world for what it really is. I mean, I understand it. It just sucks. I think a lot of times if someone continues to fall on that side or look at things and be like, well, what is this or what is that? It's like, well, you want to fall over there. You want to not know enough, or you want to simply drown me out before I can finish whatever real statement, so that you just don't have to, again, be held accountable. It sucks. But I face people all the time like that who will rather be like, that's not the case. The police did this thing to me, or this, and you're like, yo, don't do that, fam. That's not even what we here for. Like,
also, then can't we all agree that the police kind of aren't the best, and maybe we should readdress this system? Like,
yeah, but you can't. But it's
that's my way of trying to get people on my side. I'm like, okay, let's stop there then. The police suck, right?
But it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough because I agree with you. But then in the same breath, that person that you're trying to convince, if they're still only recounting one situation in their life, and your dad is 60,
right, and it's still a teenager thing,
and he's 60. And he's talking about something when he was a teenager and how they let him go, then why? Yeah, I'm mad. That thing did suck, but also that's 1 out of 100 things I probably fucking really did. So they're not that bad in my eyes. It's going to be harder for you to convince that person.
On an interpersonal level, what you're saying is it's really smart to say, yeah, that did suck. But because sometimes people don't hear we get that it's hard for you too, but it might be harder. That's kind of what you were saying a second ago. And I think you're good at administering that technique. Being like, yeah, that is bad. I hear you.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
Anyway, back to positive things. We want to go into questions?
Yeah, let's do questions or
something.
something. I'm sorry. We didn't skip all over this podcast. Guys, we are high today. We are drunk. What weed are we smoking today?
I know. I realized we never did
We're
that.
smoking a CBX Super Silver Haze actually today. CBX always has really strong weed. I am really high. I haven't even finished my joint. I'm going to try to finish my joint, but I also want you guys to know the season finale. So if I do finish my joint and I start saying like a whole bunch of weird shit, just know this is good weed.
Let's do it. Also, hey, I got a relevant question.
Okay.
Somebody said, what is your favorite cannabis and wine pairing?
I don't even like. I'm not about to sit here. I be trying to be real with y'all on this show.
I know. I get
I be
it.
trying to fuck with y'all because y'all my real friends and shit in my head. So I don't have a fucking cannabis and wine pairing. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's Wednesdays. Scandal's coming on. I have to get the motherfucking Super Silver Haze and a little Justin Cabernet because that's how I like to end my Wednesdays. Because what day is it?
I can see.
Hump day.
Well, I'm just thinking of all the weeds we've learned this year.
You almost left me out there.
And the wines
No, I
we've
got you.
learned. and I'm thinking if it's like a summer day,
Whispering Angel's great for that.
you could have a whispering angel
Camus is great.
with some gelato.
But
Camus
that's what I'm
is
saying.
good for
No,
a
the
summer
problem
day?
is that like we like to bounce around with weed too much.
I'm just trying to pick my
Oh, you're gonna just
I
pick your
love-
best. But are those the real pairings? Like, I mean, I guess I'll go
Right.
Area 41 and some motherfucking Whispering Angel. But then I'm like, I don't know if I really want Area 41. You know what I love? I love Charge to get my day going.
So Charged and Whispering Angel, because Whispering
If I had
Angel is more of a
Whispering-
daytime thing.
Oh, you're thinking mindset. I was going from the taste perspective, but you're going from the
A
mindset perspective.
Yeah, I'm
which I-
always
which I
mindset
appreciate.
first. Yeah. So for me, it's like I do like to work on the weekends as well, which people hate about me. So I would
love
say
it.
Whispering Angel and Charge is great for that. Charge will give you the energy to be like, you know what, I got energy to create. Let me be out here creating, let me move around, boom, boom, boom. I'm writing, or I'm doing this, or I'm working out, whatever it is. And then on top of that, if you are also just like doing a little writing, a little Whispering Angel, it kind of makes you feel like a little sexy
I
bitch.
like that.
You know
That's
what I'm
like a
saying?
little
Ooh,
weekend.
It's
a
the
Sunday brunch
weekend,
vibe.
baby.
Weekend bumping. I think I
Bumping.
like Problems brand coffee and Kush with like a cab, like a darker wine
I don't love coffee and Kush.
because it's cushy. Yeah.
Oh, you like the coffee and Kush? didn't
Yeah, I
you?
love it.
that was good weed.
I
Didn't
never
you?
tried it.
You did. You and Paris smoked it.
No.
There was that big. It was the big bag. He kind of gave us a lot, so I smoked it for a little bit.
You and Paris smoked coffee and Kush.
Did we?
Yes, 1,000%.
I don't even smoke
And you
that
both
much.
said it was really good weed.
Any weed to me is
It
really
is good, and it's also it's Kush. So
But
it's
it
like,
smells good. I remember
deep.
smelling it and it smells good. I like I don't even know what weed I like. I don't even know why I'm on this podcast.
Shout out to J.R. Smith for getting a 4.0.
That's so cool.
That
Did
is
you
so
did you
fucking
watch
cool.
the video?
Chris
clips of him
Reinacher
talking?
counted you out. I never did.
No way, dude. I got the high rated question on our comments from last week.
The who?
This from Crystal.
Crystal.
She says, "Who is each of your dream guests?
Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Living, dead or alive?" She didn't
Jesus?
say that, but you can say it. You can
Dead
Jesus.
or alive. And Jesus would be pretty dope.
get Jesus.
You'd
on
be like,
one
first of all,
level.
you're back.
He
This is
definitely would
crazy.
drink.
You'd be like, first of all, you're back. This is insane.
It's not a good sign.
Are you drinking
us
water?
With, are you taking us with you, or he's like, I'm doing a couple of appearances, and we'll see. We'll see.
I'm doing you guys. I got Jimmy Kimmel later on, and that's all I got booked for you today.
Joe Rogan, maybe.
I do a Joe Rogan tomorrow.
If Jesus did Joe Rogan, I'd be disappointed.
Yeah, I would be really thrown off. But if Jesus came on here, I'd
For
get
his
it.
branding, yeah, I would get it. Yeah, I'd be like, Jesus, I get this. I'm a fan of yours at least.
He's like, I told the Pope we were cool with weed too. He just wouldn't say that part.
A guest that we need a guest on Santa Claus would be cool. I know it's the holiday spirit, holiday season. I am not. People tell me I'm the Grinch, and I want to look in one of these cameras and let you know I'm not the
Specifically
Grinch.
me.
I'm not the Grinch. I'm not against Christmas, but I do just think Santa Claus needs fucking a better story. I think kids have the internet. I think they have too much access. I think the story you guys have been presenting them is lazy and bullshit. And I've never was presented the Santa Claus story, so I think you guys need to go back to the drawing board, think of a better story of how Santa Claus does what he does.
All because your
I think
parents didn't
he
give you the
needs a
story.
board.
You're trying to turn him to some Elon Musk style guy. You want to make it practical?
I think it needs to
it's
be
magic.
I think it needs to be a board of Santa Claus, like 12 of them at least, like disciples. Like 12 Santa Clauses make up Santa Claus, and they do different jobs and have different things.
I think people have tried this before to try to really explain how Santa exactly works.
but Santa, how you even
It's
get an apartment
magic.
building?
It's the magic of Christmas.
Well, have you seen the Santa Claus with Tim Allen?
I don't give a fuck. You sound like Chanel West Coast. She said the same shit to me on Ridiculousness. She was like, they explained it. I was like, bitch, they ain't explained nothing to me. I didn't see the goddamn.
You haven't seen the Santa
story.
Claus.
Yeah.
I've
mean,
seen the
The
Santa Claus, but I don't
information is out
remember the
there.
shit because I never knew.
Although
The
that's just a
information is out
creative
there. I knew
I
interpretation
knew it wasn't real
of
the whole
magic.
time. Why we ain't got no Kwanzaa movie?
I think it's up to you,
Make it.
Sterling. It's up to you how you want.
Why we ain't got no
Santa to
Kwanzaa movie,
exist.
Chris? Explain.
Because Tim Allen wasn't available.
Blackface Tim Allen was not available.
Chris told me today that he informed me that Christmas trees and Christmas lights were a pagan tradition,
That is
Yeah,
true. It was a
yeah.
big holiday.
and that they used
They took 'em
to
inside,
put
so-
candles on the Christmas trees.
They used to burn
instead
up.
of lights.
And they used to burn people on them just too. Before it get really dark. Each
What?
Christmas. Yep.
Wait, let me.
Look it up. George Washington would run outside with that gerbil in his ass. And they would light the Christmas trees in front.
Every
And if
time
the
you
gerbil
say
came
look
out,
up-
it was going to be 2 more weeks of winter. Everyone knew the stories.
Every time you say "look it up," I know you're lying.
Everyone knew the story of Christmas.
The dream guest thing, like you can think of the typical, like, oh, here's a stoner. Seth Rogen and Snoop Dogg would be awesome guests.
Oh, that'd be good guests.
But also,
But George
also,
Washington.
wouldn't it be fun to get somebody who you wouldn't expect to drink wine and smoke weed with? Like if you have Barack Obama on,
Or Dr. Fauci.
if you have Dr. Fauci.
Yeah, we like, yo, come
Or
on.
Mother Teresa.
She's dead.
Oh yeah, we can do
You
Dead
said
or
Dead or
Alive.
Alive.
I forgot.
Oh, I don't really want her vibe on here.
I don't think I want to smoke with
Shouldn't
MT.
have a good.
Nah, her
insight.
vibe's
I want to
not
like
it.
meet her in a church and just like she'll tell me what to do. She doesn't need to be on my
Shit.
show.
Whoa,
I'm
what
on
kind
her
of freak
show.
shit was that? He was like, she'll tell me what to do.
Yeah.
Teresa
Alone
knows how to
in a
get
church.
it. Yeah.
Confessional.
Alone in church.
Me and Mother Teresa.
It's just me and you.
I like your titties.
That's wild,
Wow!
bro.
Wow!
I can't back that.
Line crossed.
Mother Teresa's titties is where I stop.
Did Mother Teresa have kids?
Yeah.
She had
Mother-
titties.
I'm a
And Chris
children.
Reinacher envisioned them.
My children.
Does she have kids? No, I imagine she did not have kids. She
Mother
couldn't fuck.
Teresa.
She was a nun.
I think we're
She's
all
not a
her
nun.
children. I think that's the idea.
Mother Teresa wasn't a nun.
I don't think she was a nun. Let me see.
She's a mother.
Hey, Chris, what is the worst Christmas present you ever got?
My dad got me a $20 Starbucks gift certificate once. It
That was
the worst?
Maybe,
That's
it
a
was
good
like
one.
$50, but it was like that was my whole present. It was like you didn't,
That's your whole Christmas?
and it was kind of like
How old were you?
it was soon after a divorce.
How
And
old
it was
were you?
like
You
it was
trying to
like
stick it to
you
you,
guys
Chris.
got divorced, and this year you got me $50 to
Your mother's
Starbucks
really sticking it to
for
me, Chris.
Christmas. I thought the one advantage of divorced parents is you get 2
You're
Christmases.
like, good job, Mom. This guy sucks.
This isn't
You're like,
feeling
when I was
like
one,
that.
it was more.
I'm sorry, I'm hating on my dad so much. Just
No,
upset about,
no, but
you know,
I mean, I'm with you.
you know, men are
$50.
men.
All right, Steelo, what was your worst?
But it was $50. It was more than a gift card to Starbucks I've ever been. You know,
$50 Starbucks is a lot.
it is a
It's a
lot.
long
It
way.
is a lot, but like I guess you put some thought into it.
What was your worst
I
Christmas?
didn't have Christmas gifts, and you know it. You little try.
But as an adult, you never received Christmas presents?
oh yeah. I had I give Christmas presents back if I don't like them. If I know I'm not going to use it, and
You've returned, or you don't re-gift?
I give it back to the person.
Or you give it back to the person?
Yeah, I had a girlfriend once. I went and visited her family,
I like for this.
and they had they didn't know. I mean, they knew I was coming to visit, so they were like, okay, we're gonna give them Christmas presents. And a couple of the things they got me, I was just like, I don't have a fucking need for this. I'm not gonna travel back with this to wherever I gotta go. I'm not flying back to this. I don't want to play this game with you and be like, thank you so much for this thing I'm not gonna use. So I know that we are in 2 different financial situations. I know I'm doing okay. I know you're not doing as well. I also think about that, and I'm like, this is real money if you spent. If it's like over $100, that's real money.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I might be better off just letting you know, hey, thank you so fucking much. The thought that counts. I'm not gonna use this, but this is amazing.
You were kind of going. This is too expensive, and
yeah,
I'm not
like,
gonna use it, so I can't accept this.
Yeah, it's like
you pulled, and I can't accept this.
I don't like to say can't accept it because that sounds rude.
I think I can't accept this is literally the proper etiquette.
I know, but I think it sounds rude.
You think I can't accept this? Sounds
okay.
rude?
Do you tell them you can't accept it?
like,
do you give it
I
back
think
to
you're giving
them?
I want to sound sincere with people. I don't want to be like, I can't accept this. This is just too much, Margaret.
I think it's almost proper etiquette to be like, and you can't really. It's almost like you can't say why not. That's what I thought.
I am too awkward. I definitely would take the gift and I would just keep it in a closet or re-gift it to somebody else.
A re-gifting is always a move.
I probably would take the gift as well.
Yeah, like I just feel like I'm not good in those
situations.
situations.
Shout out to Alahna, thanks so much for this gift you gave me.
And I'd be like, yeah, I liked it so much that I also bought it for somebody else.
And they'd be like, show me yours.
I'd be like, now you're asking me questions. Nosy. Seems invasive.
I didn't like the bracelet.
I couldn't accept it. No, I mean, that's
hard when you accept a gift that is like feels expensive, but
that's not the reason. That's not the sole reason.
But that's an interesting.
Because I could accept an expensive gift if it was nice.
Was it not your taste? Are you gonna tell us what it is?
And I was like,
I don't know what it. I can't.
It's not that much.
Did you give them a dope gift?
I didn't even give them a gift.
Wow. And you denied their gift.
Yeah. Let's be both even.
Hey, I can be honest.
Let's both owe each other nothing.
Your action could very well be misinterpreted in that scenario. I'd be too afraid that my action would be misinterpreted.
Yeah, like I hate you guys.
No, I think that my personality is like, he's so nice and charming and he's this, that nobody's like, he hates us. I think if I'm like, oh, I can't accept this, I think it was just like, yo, I this is a lot. This is quick.
If
already.
Someone told me that they couldn't accept my gift, I would be like, bitch. I would be so offended.
Yeah, but like also like, would you not be like, I can get my money back then? Fuck you.
No, I'd be like, fuck you, take the gift.
What? Like it was a lot of money.
I already calculated and chalked it up to the game. Like,
but now you got it back.
The gift is from my heart, and I need it to be in your possession.
I'd say you'd be definitely mad at the beginning, but then the next day you might be like, all right,
like,
well, I've returned this.
Exactly.
I'm gonna give up my money back.
You're wrong.
But in the day you'd be like, ugh, the audacity. Yeah. And then the next day you'd be like, all right, I get to return this.
Yeah. In the moment,
I hold on to shit. I would be mad all day. Christmas
that's
ruined.
Fine. One day. And then you take it back.
26 though.
It's $600.
I got money.
Yeah, you're like, I'm
like,
good.
I don't want the stupid shit either. The fuck?
Yeah, no, you return that.
What if it was a re-gift that I got from somebody else? I'm just passing it along.
And now you can't re-gift it because they don't want it?
I'm like, no, take this.
It's yours. You need it more than I do.
Pass the baton.
Well, a lot of them are wine and weed questions specifically. Like, will you do another live show? Are you going to do more merch? You going to consider doing a live stream episode? I like all these ideas. I think we're definitely going to try to get some more merch.
First, we need y'all to get us to 100,000 because we're not doing anything for you until you do something for us.
We're doing 100,000 episode for sure. If you guys get us to 100,000, we're going to do a special event. So get us there.
Please.
And then January, we'll do a fucking new wine and weed live show party. We have some ideas.
I just feel like we're such a good podcast. And when I watch other podcasts, I be like, what? How do y'all have so many fans and we can't break 100?
Also, you gotta stick it to us because having weed in our title hurts us on YouTube.
That's true.
So that like just every episode we get demonetized because we have weed in our episode, and that's a risk we're taking. So it is a feat to get to 100,000, but we know we can be wider. But it takes people talking to their friends and telling them word of mouth because the algorithm is anti-weed still because of a lot of international laws.
But we do build like a real cult following, which I like.
Which we love, and we want to invite you out to a party, so get us to 100K.
What y'all been up to, though? That's cool. That's cool. Me? I don't know. I shot MTV Cribs yesterday.
Ooh.
That was cool. don't know when it's coming out though. But for the most part, you know, I just been working. Why don't we? Music is still coming.
It's coming soon.
It's coming super soon. Wrapping up, trying to just, you know, get all these visuals and get all this stuff done, so that like y'all don't be like, what the fuck, one song? Where's the next one? So I could just yeah.
Give the people what they want.
Smack a whole bunch of motherfuckers with that thing. Hot sauce on my burrito, baby. Show been good to me. What movie is that? You don't know.
What was that song that you thought I didn't know
That
I
was
did
next
know?
Friday. Were you also singing and reading the subtitles, or is this a real song?
I was
you knew?
not. It was the Alan Thicke song.
Oh, the Alan Thicke song was The Facts of Life.
Yeah.
You take the good, you take the bad, you take the both, and there you have the facts of
of
life. The facts of life. I didn't know Alan Thicke wrote that song. And Alahna was the person who told me, like, yo, Alan Thicke wrote that
And
song.
you promised me that if I could finish the song and tell you who wrote it, I
Watch
would get
this
$1 million.
I never promised you that.
You're like,
I
here's
said
the
the
$1 million question.
which is
Sounds like
everyone knows that's a free question. Everyone knows anytime in life someone says the $1 million question, there's no money behind it.
If someone tells you
The
I got $1 million
no, they
question for
never
you,
said
are
that.
they not being
Why
like,
are you
if you
lying?
answer this question, I'll give you $1
Why are
million?
you lying? That's not cute.
I'm asking
the
a question.
question is
If-
not that. The question is, this is the $1 million question,
Okay.
Chris.
Tomato.
Who won the 1984 Olympics for blah
I
blah
take
blah?
it as it's a very important question that like
Hypothetically
could be worth
Yeah,
$1
like
million.
if I'm on a game show.
She's trying
I
to act
don't
like
think that
I
you
said,
owe me
thank
$1 million.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris. Someone is preying on my wealth.
This is the reason you're
It's
money
like the
tree.
rest of your life. One time, one of my friends in high school had one of those double or nothing things. Or no, it was ping pong. I thought it was a bet like that, but it was a dumb double or nothing in ping pong where they got to like $600. And none of these kids had $600. And one of them won. And I was like, give up, Mac. And Mac finally gave up. And my friend Anthony just was like, Mac owes me $600. And every time we were at like fucking Taco Bell, he would be like, well, you do owe me $600, Mac. And just Mac had to pay for his shit for like a year.
He was
I
never
always thought it was kind of fucked up.
He was never calculating.
He well past $600.
Yeah, he was
I,
never.
I think it's so hard to get to $600 as a high schooler that's like
for
a
sure.
8 month.
You're like, you just owe me forever, dude. Just
It feels
understand
like that in high school.
Let's get Mac on the phone.
We,
With interest, I owe $100,000.
Oh wait, but I got a controversial question, but it's from a guy, who's a big fan. It's the Pizza Popo.
Oh,
The
hey, he
who?
just followed me on Instagram.
Wait,
Shout
the
out to him.
who?
The Pizza Popo.
Oh, yeah, Brandon.
He's from
Yeah,
Chicago.
it's Brandon.
That's
Yeah,
Brandon.
we met
Come on, Brandon. I
He
got
was
you.
on the Wine and Weed Live
I'm
show.
a real friend, Brandon. That's why I says Brandon.
No, I know his name is Brandon, but I was just remembering the Pizza Popo. Look, he was shout out recently on a different podcast.
Really?
As the Pizza Popo.
He's
Really?
cheating on
So,
us.
you
That's
know,
crazy.
who are you fucking
I
on other
think you-
podcasts,
What? I thought
Brandon?
you
Look, I follow Brandon, okay?
I think we all do.
Yeah. Okay, so Brandon says, are we going to get some new AKAs for 2022? Respectfully, it's time to retire these AKAs.
AKA Pizza Popo.
AKA Pizza Popo.
I think you guys should get some new AKAs.
Wow.
Brandon, today we listened to a nigga named Pizza Popo. The day you think I take orders.
I think you guys could mix it up with
From
some
a
new
nigga
AKAs.
who is a part of Pizzagate and the police. Yeah, you ain't think about that, Brandon. Not a good name. Pizza Popo needs to be readdressed.
Yeah, we'll hate on your AKA, Brandon. No, but
if that's even your real name.
Brandon just got us to restart new AKAs.
I mean, I'm down with just being like,
Mixing
just saying my
it up a
motherfucking
little
name
bit.
and then throwing in a couple AKAs. You
Yeah,
know, I'm gonna
throw
always be
some.
your Uncle Elroy. I
Always
never
throw
stop
some new
that.
ones.
I'm Sterling,
I'm Christopher.
and we're here to connect on the Whispers in the Dark
It's
with
weird.
wine and weed.
Anyway, here's a new
Hit from Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars. Typo. Smoking out the window.
Smoking out the window.
Yeah. I'll take 5. Yeah. I think it feels good, Chris. I think we got a whole different podcast world out there we're not addressing and we're not going toward. And I'm down to kind of leave this right where it stands. Wine and Weed's been great, but Whispers in the Dark with Sterling and
Connected. We're connected.
Get connected.
Get connected with Christopher
and Sterling.
So we'll see you for season 4
of Wine and Weed. We did it.
We're rebranding to Connected.
Did we
so
not
get
cover
more
anything?
subscribers
Were there
on
any
YouTube.
stories that we were like, this is so important, let's touch on this in 2 seconds? Not even anything but headlines. Just the headlines. No student loans. Joe Biden will not be paying off student loans. That's fucking crazy. He promised that shit. It is crazy that you can run on a whole thing and promise shit and then be like, no, stupid bitch, I made that up. Y'all fell for that, you idiots. That's kind of crazy. Will they fix that in the future? Probably not, but just asking questions. Anything else?
How do you feel about Chadwick's brother saying he would have wanted
to be recasted? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I mean, I don't know Chadwick as much as his brother does, but in the same breath,
feels right.
I think the character eventually has to be recasted, and that it is a role model for black kids to be able to see that. I guess we're holding out on right now. Out of respect to Chadwick, though. So, I commend Marvel and Ryan Coogler and all of them for trying to do the right thing. But in the same breath, I don't know what the answer is. Proceeds from the Kanye and Drake's Free Larry Hoover concert. Did you watch that, Chris?
You could watch it? I didn't.
It was on Amazon. It was on Amazon Prime.
Oh, no, I didn't watch it. I saw Instagram videos of people who were there.
It was on Amazon. Really good video, actually. They shot it pretty well.
It was a Kanye concert featuring Drake?
Yeah.
Okay.
Free Larry Hoover concert.
Was it the hits or is it the
Kanye? All Kanye's hits. Perform Jesus Walks.
I'm interested.
And All Falls Down. And
I think streaming should have more music on them because I think a lot of the times the average user would be happy to go, play me a live X concert on Netflix right now and just be like cleaning up around the house rather than play a song. I mean, maybe I should just be hired as a Netflix executive, but I think they'd get a bunch of streams on purely musical content. So I totally get a concert being on a streaming service. I think there should be more of that.
It wasn't bad. We watched it, right? Did you enjoy it? It was cool, right? It was cool.
Is Larry Hoover
free? Absolutely not. They won't free Larry.
I don't think he's ever.
I don't think they're gonna free Larry Hoover. I don't know where the money actually is gonna go towards.
It's going towards charities.
That's cool.
Prison reform, I think, or other.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, they definitely won't let Larry Hoover out. They said the Fed said they were confused by the concert.
Well, because he has Fed and state charges, so that means that it would have to go through a bunch for him to somehow I think Biden would.
Other people a part of his case though have already been released. That's why they're like, this is bullshit because people who were a part of his exact case that they got him on.
I think he has 2 different. He's in for 2 different things. I think.
No, I think under the actual act to let him out for the things he did. I think that the people were under, what's the act called they brought for the prisoners to be released? The other prisoners under the exact same cases as him and the full thing were already released. So 3 of them out of the 5. It was 5 of them. 3 of them have been released. So their whole argument is if you release 3 of them, then you can release us. But of course, the Fed said he is one of the most dangerous and notorious felons of all time. But I don't fuck them. They are crazy. The Fed.
Thank you guys for tuning in all season to Wine and Weed.
Yeah.
And particularly today for the season finale.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys. That was for season 3. Thank you to all of our guests that came on this season. It was an amazing season, a season of growth. We want to continue to grow with you guys. We can't wait for season 4 to even take this podcast to even greater heights and new beginnings and all that great shit.
And now that we're coming out of the pandemic, we want to do live shit and we want to
do everything you guys want.
Everything you guys want. So we'll see you next year.
Yeah. Early next year.
It up
and zip it out. Season finale. Yeah. Thank you, Alahna.
Thank you,
Bye.
Alahna. Thank you, Courtney. Thanks, Jeremy.